And with just 12 days until voters cast their ballots on propositions, the proponents of traditional marriage are working to rally support for their cause, and both sides are ramping up their campaigns tonight. 17's Tim Callahan is live at Southwest Bakersfield, where a rally on Prop 8 is just about ready to get underway. Tim?
Well, Jim, I just got off the phone with one of those supporters rallying the demonstration together. They say they're on their way down here, so they haven't begun setting up for the rally yet. But here's what we want to talk about. This Proposition 8 is one of the most talked about issues undoubtedly in California as we head towards Election Day. Supporters of Prop 8 say it's about protecting the sanctity of marriage, while opponents say it's all about equal rights. Now, we want to take you to some video yesterday. We were at a rally for Yes on Prop 8. Both sides clashed. And that was video from yesterday as a No on 8 supporter showed up to the Yes on 8 Prop 8 rally in central Bakersfield. Both sides holding signs and trying to drive their messages home with voters. Now, if passed, Prop 8 would add an amendment to the California Constitution making same-sex marriage illegal. It would also overturn what some call an outrageous decision made by 4 Supreme Court judges. It's a heated debate that is only expected to get hotter as we move just days until election time. And as I said just a few minutes ago, we got off the phone with one of those organizers who say they're on their way down here. We are at Ming Avenue and New Stein Road in Southwest Bakersfield. The rally just minutes away. We'll have more information coming up in our next half hour. Well, Jim, we're actually told the Yes on Prop 8 supporters are gathering now on California and New Stein. The No on Prop 8 supporters are down here on New Stein and Ming Avenue. Take a look behind me. They just showed up about a few minutes ago holding signs, getting drivers to honk, hopefully hear their message as we move just 12 days until elections. This is one of the most heavily contested propositions on the ballot come November. Many people are talking about it. Now I want to bring in Whitney Waddell, a strong supporter, opposition to Proposition 8, supporter of gay marriage. Talk about this proposition. In the last few weeks, the polls have tightened. People are coming close on this one. It's a close race.
It certainly is, and we think that in California most people are pretty fair-minded, and we expect that we're going to have a victory and defeat this initiative.
You know, we've heard a lot about this proposition, but what does this mean to you as someone who supports same-sex marriage?
Well, I was married on June 17th in Bakersfield, and I'm very proud of that, and I really love my wife, and I would like to stay married. So for me personally, this is a very touching issue, and I certainly hope that this defeat makes my relationship that much stronger.
We've seen in the last few weeks both sides clashing on this issue, essentially. I mean, at rallies in Bakersfield, a lot of people are getting heated about this, and what do you say to those both for yes and no?
Well, certainly we need to maintain respect and not go after each other and treat each other badly over this. I certainly hope when the election's over and the signs disappear, we can go back to having peaceful and friendly neighborhoods.
Look for that. Thanks a lot. Whitney Waddell joining us live here at Ming and New Stein as the rally gets underway here. Again, Yes on Prop 8 supporters gathering near California and New Stein. We'll have much more from both sides coming up on 17 News at 6. Well, Tammy, I tell you, it's hard to hear you here. There are a lot of supporters here for Proposition 8. We're now on California and New Stein. We were on Ming and New Stein just a moment ago for the No on Prop 8. We are now at the Yes on Prop 8 rally here on California and New Stein. And I'll tell you what, they are out here in support. More than a dozen, I would say more than 50 people out here in support of Proposition 8, letting their messages heard to voters as they drive home here to work. I want to bring in Kern High School trustee Ken Mettler, who's here with me now. Talk a little bit about this issue. In the last few weeks, neck and neck in the polls, people are really tightening down on this Proposition 8 in the state.
Yes, I think the voters have really focused in, and they now understand how important, what a watershed issue this is. And it's amazing, the families, the kids are out here with their parents. This is grassroots politics. This is First Amendment rights in action, and it's a very healthy thing for our society, but we do need to have Yes on 8.
A lot of the Yes 8 supporters say that this comes down to children, the future, and the schools, because you're a Kern High School trustee board member. Talk about that stance and your your thoughts on that issue as well.
Well, absolutely. For anyone to say there's not a direct impact on education, they're being disingenuous. It does impact education. It impacts our curriculum and our textbooks. So this is a big issue, and we're looking at our next generation, our children, and we want them to understand that traditional marriage is the ideal model for stability in our society.
A lot of opponents of Prop 8 say that you're taking away fundamental rights from those people. What do you say to that?
Well, I say that the right of society to define marriage as between one man and one woman is a fundamental right. And we do not allow people to marry their cousin or to have multiple partners. We have the right to define marriage. It's in our Judeo-Christian heritage, and it's the right thing to do to vote yes on Prop 8.
Well, thank you, Kern High School trustee Ken Meller out here on the Proposition 9 rally. We're just out here on California and Stein Road. A lot of people out here in support. It is heating up. We have the other rally on New Stein and Ming. So if you get a chance as your way home, take a look at both these rallies and take a look at what we're seeing as well. Reporting live in Southwest Bakersfield, Tim Callahan, 17 News.
People opposing Prop 8 are out in force showing their support for same-sex marriage. And those at the rally in the Southwest say there is more acceptance of gay marriage in Bakersfield than people may think. They say a yes vote would strip away constitutional rights already guaranteed by the state constitution. And it would return some of our local residents to second-class citizenship status.
Muy bien, la Proposición 8 es una iniciativa en las elecciones estatales de este estado que elimina el derecho de las parejas del mismo sexo a contraer matrimonio.
Así es, y si llega a pasar, la Proposición 8 cambiaría la Constitución de California, eliminaría el derecho que las parejas del mismo sexo tienen actualmente de contraer matrimonio, y esto está causando polémica. Vamos con Jacqueline Morado, que nos tiene los detalles en vivo desde un evento de oponentes de esta medida.
Gracias, Carla. Como pueden ver, me encuentro en la esquina de Stockdale y California, en donde en estos momentos se está llevando a cabo una manifestación donde los que están a favor de la Proposición 8 se encuentran aquí para motivar a los otros californianos a votar a favor de esta proposición que ha causado una polémica. Y con nosotros se encuentra Javier para contarnos por qué está aquí apoyando esto y está vestido de novio. Y aquí está Jenny vestida de novia. A ver, cuéntanos, Javier.
Mira, estamos aquí apoyando la Proposición 8 porque son los valores familiares. Queremos que la familia continúe siendo entre un hombre y una mujer solamente. ¿Por qué? Porque eso fue lo que fue fundado por Dios desde el principio y por muchos siglos de los siglos. Entonces, ¿por qué vamos a cambiar ahora, verdad?
Pues muchas gracias, Javier, y ojalá las personas aquí entiendan el mensaje, pero también hay las personas que dicen que no voten a la Proposición 8 y veamos por qué.
Para unos es una violación del derecho civil.
Sí, hace daño en una manera muy real.
Soy una persona y quiero los mismos derechos que los demás, dice este joven.
Sí, en la 8. Yes on 8.
Pero para otros es un intento para proteger el matrimonio entre un hombre y una mujer.
La familia es un fundamento muy especial, es la institución más antigua y fue Dios quien unió la primer pareja, a Adán y a Eva, y no a Adán y Esteban.
Ellos ahorita están ignorando las cosas que Dios ha mandado y simplemente lo que tienen que hacer es ver la Biblia, que en la Biblia menciona varón y hembra, no menciona varón, varón, ni menciona mujer, mujer.
Así como en la mayoría de temas políticos, ambos lados tienen sentimientos fuertes, lo que ha hecho que la Proposición 8 sea tan polémica. Los votantes de California en el año 2000 votaron sí a la legislación que defiende el matrimonio entre un hombre y una mujer. Pero en mayo del 2008, 4 jueces de San Francisco revocaron la legislación y determinaron que era inconstitucional y decidieron que el matrimonio homosexual iba a ser legal. Aquellos a favor de la Proposición 8 argumentan que las familias tradicionales son fundamentales para la sociedad y legalizar el matrimonio homosexual tendrá consecuencias severas.
Yo no quiero que mis nietos vayan a estar aprendiendo cosas de los homosexuales ni nada de eso. Si nosotros no los odiamos, dice la palabra del Señor que Él ama al pecador, mas no su pecado. Y Dios los ama, los llama al arrepentimiento.
Pero los que se oponen a esta medida argumentan que el matrimonio homosexual es un derecho y no daña a nadie.
¿Qué nos importa? Si fulano y sultano se casan, no nos afecta de ninguna forma, ¿no?
Si vota sí en la Proposición 8, revocará la decisión de la Corte Suprema y restaurará la definición de un matrimonio como la unión entre un hombre y una mujer en California. Y el Estado aún tendrá una ley que le da a los compañeros domésticos del mismo sexo los mismos derechos y beneficios que matrimonios convencionales. Si vota no, seguiría reconocido y válido el matrimonio entre personas del mismo sexo en California.
Y el 4 de noviembre los votantes de California tendrán la oportunidad de votar en contra o a favor de esta proposición para ver qué es lo que pasa. Ahora regreso con ustedes.